Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Frank.
And I'm Megan.
That's so awkward. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that.
I didn't know if you were going to say my name or not.
No, I thought you wanted to. So today's video, we wanted to do a recap based off of our horror story with ASAP tickets. I will put a link in the description box so you guys can go and click on it. It's like a 20-minute video and we let you know everything that happened to us using ASAP tickets. But for those who haven't seen it and clicked on this video first, let's just give you a quick 30-second recap of what happened.
I graduated last May, and for my graduation gift, my mom was taking us to Germany. She used a travel agency called ASAP Tickets for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. She also had a passport issue where I think we're supposed to go in like in June or July, something like that. And based off of the passport issue, hers was expired and she needed to get a new one, or missing. Something happened with the passport.
Yeah.
And she had to move the dates from like July or whatever to
December.
To December.
So we moved the dates, and we got, ticket protection, whatever the insurance thing is. And then December rolls around and we were trying to check in for our flights. There's no reservation. And that's where everything kind of like went downhill. We spent like 3 days trying to get out of here to go to Germany, and it just never happened.
There's a lot more detail to that. Like I said, just go watch the other video. But long story short, the way it ended after the third day of being on the phone for like 12 hours a day, they basically told us we could pay an extra $600 plus per person when there was 4 of us traveling in order to get new tickets at a later date, or there was no way they could help us, and they hung up on us. So that's kind of where we left it. We did the video, and I don't think it had anything to do with the video, but for whatever reason, this last week, we finally got an update on what happened via ASAP tickets. I do want to make it clear, they have not asked us to take the video down. They have not emailed us, threatening us, anything like that. They're not paying for us to say good things about them now, because we've already shared our horror story. And anyways, here is the update. Before we get to the update, I one more thing that I wanted to say is that we had, or not we, but her mom and her boyfriend, her mom's boyfriend. I don't know why that came out like that. Anyways, they had spent like $7,000 to try to get us to Germany, and again had bought ticket protection and all this stuff. So when Ryan is her mom's boyfriend, when Ryan had asked for the refund, they had initially told us that they would give us a refund, but it was going to be like $3,000 instead of like the $7,000 plus that we had originally.
I think it was less than half.
Yeah, it was less than half, exactly. So I did want to make that clear before we actually let you guys know what's up.
And so they asked if they could give us less than half back, and then when we said no, they just never answered.
Yeah, they stopped talking to us. So anyways, I know I had said here's the update, but that I did want to say that first.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the email that was sent to Ryan by ASAP Tickets. Okay, so it says, hope this email finds you well. My name is Dale. I am ASAP Tickets customer service manager. The English is not great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard read.
Upon monitoring the workflow of our agents, I came across your case. I went through all the records and listened to every single conversation you had with our customer service agents, which is super funny.
3 days of 12.
My mom was going crazy on them, so I can't imagine what he had heard.
Well, and it was 3 days worth of 12-hour calls, so okay, who knows how much they heard.
My mom had said like every curse word in the book, so. First of all, I would like to sincerely apologize for the whole situation and misunderstanding from behalf of our company. Considering the fact that we work in a huge company with offices all over the world and hundreds of agents involved, sometimes it is hard for the management to spot cases like yours in time and get involved. But we are doing our best. Hope it's better late than never. Since we already wasted a lot of time, I would like to go straight to the case. Please review the below information I managed to collect from my side. 29th and 31st of May 2019, you purchased 2 reservations with us from Dallas, Texas to Frankfurt, Germany, departing 3rd of July 2019, returning 11th of July 2019. For 4 passengers together, he listed our names. And then he put the cost of our reservations. He put the total.
So he's right now he's just kind of like detailing everything that we've talked about in the previous video. Yeah.
1st of July 2019, you contacted your travel agent Aziz and informed him that you won't manage to travel on the 3rd of July due to the passport issues. The 2nd of July 2019, Agent Orion took over this case. As I see per the records, you requested the following new dates: departing 25th of December 2019, returning 3rd of January 2020. I do want to say that these dates still are not accurate.
Yeah, they're not
like
the right
I don't
dates.
even know where he pulled these dates from because they're not right. Orion sent you a few exchange options departing 17th of December and 25th of December. You agreed for the option departing 25th of December, returning 7th of January 2020. Not true.
Yeah, we were not going to spend Christmas and New Year's
Yeah,
there.
we were not going to be on an airplane for Christmas. we wanted to be back in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
He said, even though within your conversations, you said a lot of times that departure should be 8th of December 2019. Unfortunately, I did not find any mention of this date in the system records or initial conversations. I don't know what he's talking about. Then he goes, 3rd of July 2019, original reservation departure date. Orion sent you the online authorization form to finalize and pay for your exchange. It's like $600 per person. In order to proceed with exchange, the form you had to be submitted before the departure of your original flight, which was 3:25 p.m. For some reason, form was not submitted. I know you mentioned a lot of times within your conversations that you did submit the form. I will get back to it. This is where everything went wrong. What we see from our side, due to the fact that the form was not submitted, there were no changes to your initial reservation. Your initial flight departed that day as scheduled, and all 4 passengers got a no-show status. What, in my understanding, happened from your side? You thought that the form was submitted and payment went through. According to that, your exchange had to be done as requested. Regretfully, I do not know what happened that day, a technical error, a merchant system failure, or a bank credit card company. I tried to find that out with all the resources I have, but there's no track of that submitted authorization form or payment for that exchange. Whatever it was, I'm truly sorry it happened to you. You are a reasonable man, and arguments you provided were valid. I think that's my favorite sentence. Please understand that agents that were dealing with you after that day saw only the picture I described above and tried to treat this case as per the rules and airline policy. The whole situation was just a huge misunderstanding. May I ask you to send me the part of your bank statement where the payment for the exchange is shown to this email address?
Which was the original $1,000 that we put.
The penalty fee.
Right, that we paid in July so we could go to in December. I know some people in the last video, or one person in the last video had asked, or not asked, they told us that we made that mistake, but I guess they didn't listen to the whole video or something or didn't watch the whole video because, like we said in that video, we all paid like a $250 fine per person for that penalty so we could move it to December. Like, we really did pay for that.
I know you mentioned that you already sent it a few times. Unfortunately, I was not able to find it within our records. I don't need it as proof of your words, but if the money were indeed taken from your account for the exchange service, bank statement will help me to track them and return it to you as soon as possible. I would also like to clarify something regarding your conversation with Agent Nathan, which Nathan kept calling himself a manager. According to this guy, he's an agent. When he explained to you our standard exchange procedure, you told him that you called Delta yourself and they gave you different information. Unfortunately, that happens a lot. Airlines have a main control of their tickets and may freely adjust them. However, when it gets to agency private fares, they set a certain condition for us. Air tickets that we'll sell are reasonably cheaper but more restrictive. And we are forced to follow up with those restrictions. If you still have doubts, we may do a 3-way conference call with Delta representative from agency support to prove
We wish
it.
we would have done that from the beginning.
I think we were
we
trying
asked,
to.
I know, we asked them several times, can you guys just call Delta and this will be taken care of? So it's funny that now they're willing to do it.
Yeah. Please let me know how should we proceed with your reservations. Even though they have a no-show status and currently non-refundable without an exception from Delta, we will bear the cost and refund you in full if you wish. If you still plan to travel, it will be an honor for me to organize your trip to Germany with a pleasant discount at the cost of our company. I've studied in Germany myself and really wish you to see this beautiful country. I will take care of this case personally and you won't have to deal with anyone else. As a manager, I am not always there to take call since I have different responsibilities, but I will definitely find time to give you a call whenever it is convenient for you to talk through the details. Or you may simply reply to this email. It will be highly prioritized. I can guarantee you that you will get an answer the same day. However, please keep in mind my working hours. I'm available from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. PST. We do value our customers and are always trying to improve their experience with us. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Hope to hear from you soon. What I gathered from that email, to me it sounded like they were still trying to put blame on us because we didn't submit
some sort of paperwork that was never mentioned, from the get-go.
Yeah, still trying to put some kind of blame on us.
Yeah,
he was super nice, but I feel like he was still trying to say like it was on us.
Yeah.
Well, after that, Ryan did end up giving him the bank statement, the documentation that we did pay for everything that we said.
He said the payment information from the original tickets and the penalty fee, because those were done in 2 separate days when we realized that the passport was going to be an issue. So there were 2 statements, and again, one of them was the penalty fee.
And I think from there, when he did submit it, and Dale or whoever realized that we actually weren't lying and we did submit it, he was like, oh crap, like it is our fault. It actually is our fault. So what ended up happening from there is the agent who was assigned to our case or whatever was actually ended up fired because of this whole situation.
Yeah.
And our refund is getting processed right now.
Yeah. So to recap everything, we were trying to keep this video fairly short, but to recap everything, right now, unless something crazy happens, we should be getting the full refund back because they've seen that we did pay the penalty fee to move the flights, and they saw where we bought the original tickets. And I'm assuming they saw that there was no reason for us to have to file some sort of third paperwork that was never even brought to our attention until we were trying to rebook the tickets in December, or when we were trying to fly out in December. Unless something crazy happens, we should get the refund. Like she said, that person, one of the people that we dealt with, was fired, and so I guess they're trying to make the situation right. So like I said earlier in the video, we're not getting paid to say that this was actually a good experience or anything like that.
Because it wasn't. It was terrible. It took months to even get this email.
Yeah, so we wanted to fly out in the beginning of December, and that's when everything was happening. It's now almost it's
almost March.
It's almost March, yeah. So that is where we are now. I did want to mention one more thing. On our previous video that we had done, somebody felt really bad about our experience, and they were a former ASAP Tickets employee, and so what they did is created a fake Instagram account because they wanted to hide their identity. But they messaged me on my Instagram and let me know that they felt really bad, and that ASAP Tickets is pretty good if you have absolutely zero changes to your bookings itinerary. That's the word I was looking for.
Which is what we had said from the beginning.
Yeah, one of the things that they had told me is that the customer service representatives, they are really bad with helping people unless they can get more money out of you. He or she did not make it clear whether it was because they get some sort of commission or it's just like the policy that they have to try to get more money. That wasn't explained, but they did say like they are trained to get more money every time you call. So that's why they were trying to charge us $600 per person just to fly out, even though we've paid all these penalties from the beginning. That goes to show that it wasn't like a fluke thing if a person's like, yeah, this stuff kind of happens all the time. Take that with a grain of salt. If you still decide to use them, that's great. That's on you. Try not to have any changes. We're just lucky we're getting, our $7,000 back.
Yeah. And he did mention in the email, Dale or whatever, he said that like he would book our tickets with them. I told my mom, I told her after I had read the email, I was like, no, let's not.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure it would be fine because he would handle everything, I just don't want to take any chances. I just want to be done with them, and I think she does too. So
yeah,
we're just gonna get our money back and rebook the tickets from an actual airline.
Yeah, just directly through the airline.
Yeah.
Because then we can just, if we have issues, we're talking to the people. There's not a third party involved.
Yes.
Which is what we would have done from the beginning, which I think we talked about in our last video. Yeah, so take that with a grain of salt. This is our true, real experience. I know some people might think that, oh, I had a great experience. It's just like a fluke thing. But even if it was, it's our experience, and we would still, even though they are being positive about giving us the refund and trying to take some ownership of what happened, we still don't recommend them, and we would never use them. So just want to let you know, this is one of the stories. Maybe there's some out there who just haven't created YouTube videos, but that's our experience. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.